The South has an incredible passion for food, and in this southern spot in Roswell, owned by a husband and wife team, they understand hospitality. Whether it's the 26 monster-sized sandwiches, 6 different kinds of burgers, and how about true southern-inspired recipes with ingredients 2 miles down the road. Don't go to sleep, though, on the coconut pie. It's insane. She's the peach. He's the pork chop. Let's hang at the Peach and the Pork Chop.
Peach and the Porkchop was a restaurant started by my wife, Alyssa, and myself, and we focus on family-friendly, locally sourced whenever possible, made from scratch food. The name came about 18 years ago. We went to go meet her parents. We were out at dinner, and Fred said to me, well, if you open a restaurant someday and you're still with Alyssa, you could call it the Peach and the Porkchop. So here we are 18 years later.
You always see the Peach and the Pork Chop. The owners are always around. It
Oh,
feels
they are.
like.
We even moved, but we come
Make the
to
ride.
Roswell all the time just to go to the Peach and the Pork Chop.
It's just like a good neighborhood feel. You like show up and everybody's happy to see you, that we know each other by name, and this is like a fun place to come and hang out.
We want people to come in here and get fantastic food that maybe you think you'd only get down in Buckhead. We were just looking for a soothing, comfortable, warm feeling.
Talk about the pork chop, because I don't know if you know, it's in the name of the place.
It is.
So it better be good.
We've had the pork chop a couple times. It's awesome.
Well, I was like, what should I get? I said, well, if we're not serving a good pork chop, we better shut our door down. It is phenomenal. We were actually named one of the top 5 pork chops in the country by Men's Journal.
Pork chop is compact duroc. It's from Iowa. It is all natural. It's all grass-fed. It is never any added hormones, no GMOs, nothing. Has to be that way. We're going to be cooking the 14-ounce pork chop. It'll be served on a bed of sautéed spinach with a cumin seed fingerling potato, topped with a bourbon peach chutney and demi-glaze. The key to cooking a good pork chop is make sure you don't burn it. We do a sautéed spinach, which has a nice earthy flavor to it. We use a little bit of salt and pepper. The bourbon chutney has a nice sweet flavor to it. The next thing we're going to do is take the fingerling potatoes and drop them in a sauté pan. It pairs well because it has a nice salty flavor to it, and adding the sweetness to it just evens out the flavor. Now that the potatoes are finished cooking, and add them onto the plate. Now we're going to add the spinach to the plate. We're going to add the pork chop on top of the potatoes and the spinach. Now we're going to add the bourbon peach chutney on top of the pork chop. We're going to add the veal demi-glaze, and that is our pork chop.
What is it about this place that folks get so excited to come here, man?
The food's awesome. It's a good atmosphere.
Nice lady like yourself, can you attack some of those monster sandwiches, really get after it?
I've had a barbecue sandwich and it was amazing.
I grew up in Pittsburgh, so Pittsburgh's known for, the big sandwiches. So our sandwiches in here start at half a pound. And all of our meats we do our turkey, corned beef, pastrami, roast beef, all in-house. We literally make everything to order from scratch. We have, I think, 8 or 9 different burgers. You can build your own burger. We have up to 26 sandwiches right now. The coma consists of ham, turkey, corned beef, pastrami, fried egg, and a piece of kibasi on top of that with cheese. We get our eggs locally from Gazaway Farms and Fox Hollow Farms.
You're pulling in all the local sources and you're leaning on those, so you're getting the whole community involved because you're using what's here in this area and not sourcing it out from somewhere else.
I just think it's really important in today's world. People really want to know what they're eating, and more importantly, where it's coming from.
We get from multiple different farms. There's Maxwell Farms, which is right down the street. There's Fatland Farms, also right down the street.
I think it's extremely important to support the local communities.
You're the actual peach
I am,
of the
yes.
Peach and the Pork Chop, right?
Yes.
A Georgia peach.
Mississippi peach, actually.
We got to talk about why is
course.
everybody in the place, this is what they're talking about, right?
This is,
all day long.
This is actually my grandmother's recipe, her coconut cake, yes. And my mom is making
Wow.
our cakes for us.
That's
Here
insane.
at Peach and the Pork Chop. Oh, my goodness.
So what percentage of diners order this cake?
That
You don't
is
have to
great.
give me a hard number, it's an estimate.
75.
75%, 3 out of every 4 tables.
Desserts, oh my gosh.
What's up with that coconut pie?
Mama makes that. Yeah. And
Mama makes it?
Mama apparently lives down the street, and it is amazing.
You see a lot of the same people all the time, which is nice because that's what makes it feel like you're here with your family.
Roswell, it's all families. That's what makes this community run, is the families.
So this is part of the team here?
This is, yes, this is Georgia.
and Evelyn and Abigail.
Wow. Is this a fun business to have? Good family business?
Yes.
What's your favorite item on the menu?
Probably the pasta and the pizza.
Pasta and the pizza. What about
Salmon
you?
and steak.
Salmon and steak, a little surf and turf.
Go, yeah.
You go, girl. What about you?
Mine is probably the white wine mussels.
All right. Everybody put your hands in. What are we saying on 3? Where are we? We're the Peachettes?
Yes.
Peachettes.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Peachettes.